So if y'all didn't see the short that I posted about polishing a turd, that's what we're working on in this video.
We get to make this tank for a 99 Honda Magna look pretty. Look at this thing. Dents everywhere, scratches everywhere, custom made fender. We're gonna do what we do best around here. We're gonna polish it.
Already, we got the fender done, got our body work done, got it in our favorite putty. We primed it, got it wet sanded. We're going to be shooting this in some black. Our tank is all done as far as all the body work is finished. We've got to shoot this thing in primer and get some black on it. So I have the side covers are actually already black. We're going to be piling it up with some of our Limeline metal flake, and then we'll do some artwork. This time though, I'm going to show y'all a little bit more how I do the artwork. All right. So as always, we're gonna hit this thing with some of our trusty spray away glass cleaner. They are not one of my sponsors. If you want, you can use wax and grease remover. If it's something that you've had heavy wax and grease on or around, then yes, I would do it. But if it's something that you've already been sanding on and things like that, a good glass cleaner works just fine. So what it's designed to do is designed to take off grease and stuff like that off your windows. So it works just fine. We got this thing all wiped down. We're gonna get us some primer shot on it. As far as primer goes, for this job, I'm just using some Duplicolor from AutoZone. It's cheap, it's easy to use, easy to mix. Now the only reason I'm laying primer down on this paint job is because I actually have body work. And I went down to bare metal, so it needs some primer to bond to this bare metal, and it needs primer because this body filler will soak up paint. So if I just shoot it in black, it's just gonna soak the black up. I'm just using my little touch-up gun, my little Harbor Freight touch-up gun. I'm not gonna use my brand new Limeline gun to shoot primer in. It's just not happening. I always like to have a separate gun for primer. I don't mix it no one-to-one or anything like that. I just mix it until it'll spray through the gun and lay decent. So we got our tank and all our parts for polished turd. We got our limelight flake laid down, got our 3 coats of clear put on top of it. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna use some of our Limeline 1/8 inch and our Limeline 1/16. We're gonna put us a nice little window right here to do some artwork in, and then we're gonna do some artwork on top. I wasn't gonna show you guys this, but we already did this side. If you're trying to match your artwork to the other side, or at least get your panel the same, the best thing to do is just take you a piece of tape, cut it that length, put it on the other side. Give yourself a couple references. Word to the wise, get you guys a bunch, when you're doing this, get you a bunch of razor blades. Pick up your plastic razor blade from Limeline. This helps you when you gotta peel your tape, you won't nick your paint. We're gonna take some of this cheaper orange tape. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna run us a reference point from here to here. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna transfer this piece of tape to the other side, and that'll kind of give us a reference point for this right here. I'm gonna put me a centerpiece right here because there's nothing right here to kind of get me a reference point off of. I'm gonna use my old eagle eye here. Oh yeah, and I do have just one eye, just this one works. And I'm colorblind. I'm doing paint jobs. Think about that. That's kind of all the reference points I need. Let's take us some of this good old 1/8 inch tape, get to laying some lines down. I like to start at the bottom. Most of them have a good flat plane to them, and a good reference point to start. It's all about eye and feel, really. Set your line down and just get to moving some tape. Tricky part with this tape, don't stretch your tape. Let it ease down, let it just lay down. When you come around these corners, just let it flow. When you're pulling it, don't stretch it. Just start pulling it in the direction you want to go, but you gotta let it flow. You gotta let it lay down. When you come back over your tape, try to lay it on there. You're not gonna get it perfect. Adam Paul does, but Lowe does not. Don't cut your tape. Take your blade, lay it on the tape, make sure your blade is sharp, pull. If you cut your tape, you're gonna cut your piece right here, and then it's gonna spread. Once you got it where you want it, take your little plastic scraper, razor blade thing, come back over it, and lay it on there really good. Make sure it sticks. Now we can take another 1/8 inch and lay against this 1/8 inch and then run a 1/16 around that and then pull that 1/8 inch. I'm gonna do the same thing. This time I'm gonna start up here. It really doesn't matter where you start. It's all up to you. You gotta get your own flow. If you guys watch time warp videos, Adam makes this crap look so easy. And I'm here to tell you guys, it is not. It's like one of the most nerve-wracking parts for me. All right, so now we're gonna take our handy dandy airbrush. We're gonna take our Speed Coat Black and we're just gonna go around our lines. We're gonna fade to the inside, and then we'll throw down some artwork. We're actually gonna be doing some black and gold lace. We're gonna focus on painting in between the stripes for now, and then we'll fade this way. Now the speed coat is gonna fully cover your flake, and that's what you want. So you're wanting to block out the flake. You don't want no flake showing. I don't. If you want it showing, that's fine, but then I would use candy black. Thing to know about candy black is it's never black. It's gonna be more of like an eggplant color to a gray color. It's never gonna be actual black. Also with your airbrush, don't try to pile it all on at once. You gotta get the motion. You wanna hit it a little bit and then come back, you know, just kind of layer it up. All right, so now that we got that done, what we're gonna do is on the inside of the 16th line, we're just gonna fade in the black into the panel. We're not gonna do a big shadow right now, and then after we lay our lace and everything, our candy and our lace, we'll come back, and if we need to, we'll darken up the shadow, widen the shadow. All right, so we're gonna run on a shadow now. We have some gold candy mixed up, Google inspired. Like I was saying when I was rudely interrupted by the air compressor. Inspired candy, Google it. You can buy them for individually or in a kit. Mix it with some Intercoat Clear. I'm using Tamco's Intercoat Clear right now. Limeline does have an Intercoat Clear too. I will get some when I run out of the Tamco. We're gonna spray this panel in gold candy. We got our candy gold down. Now we're gonna take some more of our Speed Coat Black, load up the 357 Magnum. Just get your lace down, get you some tape. Don't stretch it and skew it. Just get it laid on there pretty good. Once you start laying paint coverage on it, it's gonna kind of get it to lay down. Be mindful of where your tape is around here if you're gonna put it over here like I did and not tape it off. Just be mindful. I can see my black tape. Saturate it as much as you feel you need to saturate it, you know, so.
Spray the tank, not the table.
Yeah, spray the tank. I like to run me just a quick little light coat over everything to kind of start holding the fabric down. So I'm just gonna attempt to match the other side. But remember, you can't look at both sides at the same time. Let's see if we did our job right. Whoa! I do not like how bright this gold is, so I'm gonna come in with the black, tone it down a little bit. So I'm gonna darken this up. I'm gonna run my my shadow in a little bit more, and then we'll pull the tape off. I'll show you guys the reveal. On this panel, these panels, I'm gonna do the sun rays, the sunburst. Basically, we wanna pick us a corner. We're gonna run the sun rays like that. So it's pretty easy to knock out. You just lay your tape down and then paint the edge of it. So you're painting just the edge of the tape. Main thing is to keep your center focal point of your light source. So yeah, guys, I just learned this by, no lie, just by watching Time Warp Custom Paint's YouTube. I had painted before, but never nothing like this. I watched his YouTube channel and got some products, got some materials, and tried it. That's all you can do. Voila! We got all the artwork done on the tank. We got the side pieces done, and we got the rear fender done. I'm gonna show you guys all that here shortly. For the rest of this, we're gonna do some black and red marble effect on this. This is the marble effect. See that black and red? We are going to do some of that black and red marble. Everywhere you can see silver, we're gonna do that marble. We're gonna do it the old school way. So what you're gonna need, some good old plastic wrap, just some dollar store plastic wrap, freezer wrap, whatever. And I crumble it up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna spray it with black, and we're just gonna blot it. It's marble, so don't make it uniform. Just remember, like this here, you're wanting both colors to come through. I like to blot it with a darker color. I prefer to do it where I can see the silver and blot the black. That way, for me, being colorblind and all, I can see my coverage better on this silver. I can tell if I've got too much black or not enough. So we're gonna load up our airbrush. I'm gonna get our saran wrap, and then we're just gonna paint it. Just get a bunch of paint in there and just dab it. Now, we're wanting this motorcycle to be mainly black, so you could do it real light and get a lot of red, or you could put it on heavy and do a lot of black. It's really up to you. You're the artist, you're the painter, so you do it how you want to. Hey, just keep dabbing, and once you get it all filled in, we'll come back and we'll do some candy red. So this is what the tank looks like after we did our red and black marble. Sorry you guys didn't get to see me do the endless lines in this. We'll do another video on how to do that stuff. So all we got to do left is shoot some clear on these bad boys, and then it'll look, ooh, look at it dance, do that Carport custom dance. So I'm gonna show y'all this too. So this is the back fender for it. We did some image transferring. That's gonna be in another video. I'm gonna show you guys how to do some image transfers. We'll put it out in the light. I'll let you guys see it. It'll be real nice. So I had, I think, 12 days to get this thing done. Wound up getting it done in 5. As y'all can see, the tank looked like somebody threw it out of a window doing about 70 miles an hour down the interstate. Hunter, the guy who actually built the bike, I think he did the bike a month from the pretty much stock bike that he got, tore it completely down, and rebuilt the bike in about a month. Only problem is he didn't clearance the rear fender enough, and the tire rubbed on the fender and burned up our paint a little bit, but we're gonna get that fixed. But so she's all done. We'll let you see it all dance in the sunlight. So if y'all need some paint work on some bikes, y'all give us a holler.
Devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand, call Call 911, I'm a killer.